Welcome, Leo, to your love reading for October 2018. So, as I'm shuffling the cards, we did get the Seven of Swords that came out in reverse. So, there's definitely something that's becoming clearer to you, if not completely clear. And I feel like either you let someone know about what you've been thinking so that you can move forward in either direction, or someone else has been doing that. So now it's helping you out. So we're going to let's clarify that right now. Messages for Leo. For about 7 swords in reverse for Leo. October 2018 in love. So this is an energy of some of you. If you your love interest or romantic partner, something happens where you get a revelation about someone that's been cheating, or that's been having sex, or that's been involved in a marriage or infidelity or something like that, or you feel that someone is a player, going back and forth and doing different things, and it's either you or someone else that you might be dealing with. All right, so be careful with that. I feel like you might know the truth about someone's intentions or actions as well. So let's see. Overall energy between, I'm gonna do y'all's a bit different. So mutual energy between you and your love interest. Shuffle, at least. Leo. So this is the energy of being friends, or just communicating, having a good time. And it could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and this could be a child for some of you out there. It just depends, but this is often maybe falling in love with a friend, or trying to socialize and disconnect from somebody because something did go wrong in some way. All right, and it could be a child that's happened because of something sexually that happened without protection for some of you out there. It just depends. Now, what is your love interest or partner bringing towards you? Love interest or partner bringing towards you. Yeah, that person may want to be around you, and this is an indication of maybe partying, having a good time, good communication, and either moving or socializing in some way. So that's a good thing. All right, some kind of commitment. And let's see, messages for what is your response? So you may be making plans, all right? Plans to open up to them. So you have a lot of fire energy here. So that means that there's a lot of communication, different moves that you might want to embark on. So a big traveling, relocating. And Knight of Wands is also an energy of relocating and moving to a different address. And let's see, what is the advice for Leo? Rest, reflect, take some time to think about what you actually want to do for some of you. Usually this is the Four of Wands can be an indication that someone is already married. Now, being as though the Seven of Swords is coming out, that can indicate a move, or the fact that someone that you have been dealing with, they are already married in a relationship. And if they're bringing that energy towards you, that means that they are spoken for. And if you were to knowing the reality about that, you're having to do different things, like a different plan of action. Maybe just keep them as a friend, socialize or disconnect and do something else. But I feel a lot of you are reflecting for this month, and then doing different things to have a good time. And let's see the outcome for Leo. So you might not like that fact. You might not like where you are right now, and especially emotionally with somebody. So there's a resistance to opening up to somebody right now. Clarify the Page of Wands for Leo. Yep. Should this be my friend? Should we get closer? Should we have a child together? It just depends. I feel like there is a decision that some of you do need to make, especially when it comes to a move, or staying with a current marriage partner, or letting someone back in your household, or going back to somebody else. Clarify the Four of Wands for Leo. Yeah, debt. All right. There are issues there, and someone may be with you, or you're with someone else because of the home environment. And often this is if there's not enough, the bills are not being paid, things are not really moving forward in that way. Some of you might have to relocate or disconnect from somebody that you've been around. Clarify the Four of Swords for Leo. Yeah, this is disconnecting, right? Something that's been disappointing. So as I'm pulling out the Seven of Swords in reverse, and that was in the beginning. And as the reading started to unfold, you said, "Oh, this is positive." I'm like, just hold on. The story unfolds as you look into it, and I feel like that's something like you'll have to be mindful about, because I feel like the person, someone that you disconnected from, whether they were living with someone else or with someone else, or living with you at some time, or you're living with them, they you might be pondering whether or not to truly make a decision to leave that behind and in the past, and now you're trying to figure out what you actually want to do. Do you want to go back? Do you want to keep being in the situation or not for some? So clarify the Four of Cups for Leo. Money. All right, money concerns, trying to focus on that right now, and maybe that's part of the plan of action that you might need to take, and that's what some of you might be doing, trying to disconnect. Now let's look again. What is your love interest bringing towards you for Leo? Yeah, that person is not wanting to commit, so this is often being a bit scattered with their energy, not sure they want to give you their all, so a bit paranoid about what you might think, maybe even insecure, a bit maybe even shy, and you might not even know that. That could just depend. Let's see. And what are you bringing towards your romantic partner, love interest? So that means that you might be sometimes very bossy. All right. That means you want to let them know how you feel. You want things how you want it, and maybe that's the stance that you have to take, because maybe before you let the other person kind of lead the way and do different things, but they didn't really take that well. They didn't handle that well, and they kind of run amok, and you don't like what's been going on. So some of you might be having issues there, and the response as well might be having issues with really focusing on financial security and staying focused with something that you actually like, and it just depends in some ways. So let's see, what is the obstacle this month for Leo? Ooh. Again, this is for the last month or so. You had someone that you've been dealing with that's been very manipulative, and you were trying to figure him out, I feel, for a lot of you, and you come to realize of how that person may have been treating you, and whether or not to accept them in your life. And I feel like this is part of what's going on. Often, really not, sometimes in general, not really using all of your assets and resources to get things that you actually want, but someone else could be using things in a negative way to get things that they want, or you. It just depends, by not being honest, not completely telling the truth, not communicating well, saying certain things to make a picture look to suit them, and I feel like that's important, and that's something that's troublesome. So you have a lot of fire showing up. Fire signs might be in your life, around you a lot this month for some, and they could have an effect on you in some way. So let's look into see messages for Leo for October 2018. So have a good time. It tells you to celebrate, have a good time, try to enjoy yourself. There might be a lot of events that you could be going to, something that you might be able to disconnect from that helps you out. And there is the wife or the boyfriend that you might be involved in that still affects you in some way. Some of you might be the wife and wondering what's going on with your husband or your fiance or girlfriend. All right. Then we have there's some sadness and disappointment. And you have you have somebody, either you or your partner. You have somebody that's you might feel like they're a serial dater or someone that you can't really trust, and they're constantly in and out. And that's why I mentioned that there's a something you need to watch out for and take things slow when it comes to opening up to somebody or accepting them back in your life, because I feel like your intuition is telling you that this is how that person is. Sometimes if you literally caught them cheating or doing something with someone else, or you get information about them that let you know that this is a pattern of behavior that they have, and then you accept it, hey, that'll be on you, right? So messages for Leo for October 2018. You have work waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. That's part of you kind of taking everything in and seeing what's to come of the connection with you and the other person, and not pushing things to happen, right? Let's just put in unrequited love, there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. That's an indication of someone that you were with, maybe an ex-partner, or someone that this has been building up to this particular kind of energy. Someone that's that might not see you often, or comes to see you every now and then, but they don't give you a solid kind of commitment, to be with you or communicate or let you know what's going on, and they might keep you feeling stuck or trapped, and keeping you, in idle, having to make a decision and not really making it, and wasting time. So that's part of what might be going on. I feel like you have to be careful, and let's keep your eyes open, okay? So lots of love to you, tons of feeling vibes. I wish you the best, and you can always go to the website psychicloveheals.com to schedule something for your energy. All right, so have a good one.